Now we will see the type of the control systems and their transfer function. Types of control systems. There are two types of control systems. One is open loop control system, and second closed loop control system. So basically there are two types of control system. One is open loop control system and second is closed loop control system. In the open loop control system there is one input, that is R of S, then there is a gain of the system, that is G of S, and then we have the output of the system, that is C of S. This R of S is called as reference input, C of S is called as controlled output, and G of S is called as gain of the open loop system. Gain of the open loop system. Now see here, R of S reference input, C of S control output, G of S is the gain of the system. Now the transfer function of the system is given by the formula C of S divided by R of S, that is the Laplace transform of output to the Laplace transform of input. It is equals to that is nothing but the G of S, that is nothing but the G of S. C of S divided by R of S, it is equals to G of S. This is the transfer function of the open loop control system. Open loop control system. Let's say this equation is A. A is the equation for the transfer function of open loop control system. Open loop control system. C of S divided by R of S, it is equals to G of S. This is simple transfer function of a system. Simple transfer function of simple closed open loop control system. Now similarly we can have the closed loop control system. Second is closed loop control system. Closed loop control systems are of again two types. One is negative feedback control system, and second positive feedback control system. So again there are two types of the open loop there are two types of closed loop control system. One is negative feedback control system and second is the positive feedback control system. Now see here, in the closed loop control system the diagram is like this one. Here we have one summing point, and to this summing points the reference input is connected, that is R of S. Let's say the reference input is positive, then we have the gain of the system, that is the open loop gain of the system, that is G of S, and from here we have the output, that is C of S, that is C of S. Now it is a feedback control system, so we will apply the output as a feedback and that becomes input to the system, and we will take a feedback from the output, that is H of S. Now see here, the direction here, this point is called as takeoff point. From the takeoff points the feedback is taken as a input to the system. This output is given as an input to the H of S, and this H of S is again output of this H of S is again applied as an input to the system. Let's say this is B of S. Let's say this is B of S. Now assume that this is negative. Assume that this is negative. When here is a negative sign, that means my feedback is negative, so that means it is a negative feedback control system. If here is positive sign, then that means it is a positive feedback control system. Positive feedback control system. So please be remember and be confirm, before solving any numericals based on the control system, what kind of feedback is applied over there or it is given. If the feedback sign is negative, then we can say that it is a negative feedback control system, and if the feedback sign is positive, then it must be a positive feedback control system. Positive feedback control system. Now see here, the output of this one is E of s, R of s and minus B of s. The output is becomes E of s, and this E of s, that is called as the error signals, is given as an input to the G of s, and G of s give us the output, that is C of s, that is my controlled output, that is C of s, and that control output is again given as an input to the H of s, which is the feedback element, and output of the feedback element, that is nothing but the B of s, is again applied as an input to the summing point, and the difference between these two, that is E of s, which is applied as an input to the G of s, and the process continues till it reaches to the certain value. Okay, now here from closed loop diagram, we can write down E of s, it is equals to E of s, it is equals to R of s, which is positive, so R of s minus B of s. This is, let's say, my equation number 1. Okay, now this E of s multiplied by G of s, that is nothing but equals to your output, that is C of s. C of s, it is equals to E of s multiplied by G of s. This is our second equation, that is C of s, it is equals to E of s into G of s, and B of s, it is equals to H of s multiplied by C of s. B of s, it is equals to H of s into C of s. This is the equation number 3. So from the closed loop diagram, we can have the 3 equations. E of s, it is equals to R of s minus B of s from the summing point. Then the output equation is E of s into G of s, it is equals to C of s. This is second equation. And the third equation, that is B of s, it is equals to H of s into C of s. That is the third equation of the system. Now we will solve this one equations. Now what we will do first, we will substitute B of s in the equation 1. Okay, or we can have the equation 1 into the equation 2. Now put equation 1 in equation 2. Equation 1 in equation 2. So C of s, it is equals to, this is E of s. E of s is what? R of s minus B of s into G of s. This E of s is gets replaced by R of s minus B of s multiplied by G of s. So we can write down C of s, it is equals to R of s into G of s minus B of s into G of s. Let's say this equation is 4. This equation is number 4th equation. Now what we will do, this B of s, it is equals to Hs into C of s. We will substitute the equation number 3 in equation number 4. Put equation 3 in equation 4. So this is C of s, it is equals to R of s into G of s as it is. So first we will write down that one. C of s, it is equals to R of s into G of s. C of s, it is equals to R of s into G of s minus what is the equation? B of s into G of s. B of s is what? B of s, it is equals to Hs into C of s. So we will put Hs into C of s multiplied by G of s. So this becomes Hs into C of s into G of s. This is my new equation. This is my new equation. Now this C of S equations we will transfer to the right side. So this becomes C of S minus this becomes plus, then this becomes C of S, G of S, H of S, it is equals to R of S into G of S, R of S into G of S. So C of S is common, so we will take C of S common, and this becomes 1 plus Gs into Hs, it is equals to R of S into G of S. Now we will take the ratio C of S divided by R of S, it is equals to, this becomes now G of S divided by 1 plus Gs into Hs. So this is my transfer function of a closed loop system. This is the transfer function of the closed loop system. Which closed loop system? Whose feedback is negative. Whose feedback is negative. When the feedback is negative, here we have the positive sign, and this is the for positive feedback system. C of S divided by R of S is nothing but G of S divided by, here plus sign, so this becomes here minus, and G of S into H of S. If the feedback is negative, denominator sign becomes positive, and if the feedback becomes positive, the denominator sign becomes negative. That is the change. That is the change. And we have these two equation, and we have these two equation, equation A and equation B. Equation A is for negative feedback control systems, and equation B is for positive feedback control system. So remember these two equation. Remember these two equations. C of S divided by R of S, it is equals to G of S divided by 1 plus Gs into Hs. Now see here, this closed loop control system, closed loop control systems, now we can write down like this one, R of S into G of S divided by 1 plus Gs into Hs, and then this becomes C of S. From this one C of S, it is equals to this multiplied by input multiplied by gain, it is equals to G of S. So now this is the gain of your closed loop control system. G of S divided by 1 plus Gs into Hs is the gain of your closed loop control system, and only G of S is the gain of open loop control system. See, there is a difference. G of S is the gain of open loop control system, and G of S divided by 1 plus Gs into Hs, that is the gain of the negative feedback control system, negative feedback closed loop control system. And here is the R of S is the input, this is the gain of the closed loop control systems, and here is the output of the closed loop control system, output of the control system. So this is the transfer block diagram of a closed loop control systems. After solving this one, after solving this, we will get this one, so the transfer function of this simple closed loop control system, in which there is a one summing point, one gain, one feedback, and one takeoff point, for this type of simple closed loop control system, the transfer function becomes C of S divided by R of S, it is equals to G of S divided by 1 plus Gs into Hs. You always remember this one. Everywhere in a control system you will require this. Henceforth, when we solve any problem based on the closed loop control systems, we require this formula to simplify the closed loop control system. Now we will see the mathematical modeling of physical system. Mathematical modeling of physical system. In this ones we will see the Physical systems are electrical systems. We will consider only electrical system, and second, mechanical system. So we will consider only electrical and mechanical system. Now we will consider electrical system. Obtain differential equation and hence the transfer function of the system. This is the example. Obtain the differential equation and hence obtain the transfer functions of the system shown in figure below. The figure is resistance, inductance and capacitance are connected in series. Let's say here it is Vi is the input and here it is V0 is the output. Output is across capacitor. This is C, this is L and this is R. This is RLC series circuit. RLC series circuits is connected across some voltage source, that is Vi, and the output is taken across capacitor. We have to find out, we have to write down the differential equation and hence we have to find out the transfer function of the system. Now see here in this one, to find out the differential equation and the transfer function of the system, let us consider the currents flowing through this equation is I of t. This is the directions I assumed. In this direction the currents is flowing. In this direction the currents is flowing in this direction. Now apply KVL to the input loop. Apply the KVLs to the input loop. RLC and this supply, that is Vi, it forms a one input loop. Apply the KVLs to this loop. So this becomes Vi of t, it is equals to R into I of t plus L into dit by dt plus 1 by C integration of I of t into dt. This is the Kirchhoff's voltage law. If we apply a KVL, that is the Kirchhoff's voltage law, to the input loop, then we have Vi of t, it is equals to R into I of t plus L into dit by, that is the voltage across inductor, that is L into dit by dt plus voltage across capacitors is given by the formula 1 by C integration of I of t into dt. Now take Laplace transform of above equation. Now take Laplace transform of above equation. Then we get Vi of t. The Laplace transform of Vi of t is Vi of s. Now see here, this becomes Vi of s. It is equals to R is constant. So this becomes R and I of t becomes I of s. So this becomes R into I of s plus, this is plus L into di by dt. L is constant and d by dt is s, and I of t is I of s. So this becomes L into s into I of s. So this becomes L. So this becomes L into s into I of s plus, again 1 by c is constant, so as it is, integration Laplace transform is 1 by s, and I of t Laplace transform is I of s. So this is 1 by c multiplied by 1 by s multiplied by I of s. So this we can write down. So this we can write down. It is equals to 1 divided by s into c I of s. I of s. So now this becomes Vi of s, it is equals to r into I of s plus s into I of s plus 1 by c into I of s. Let's say this equation is A. Let's say this equation is A. Now this we can write down I of s, Vi of s, it is equals to r into r plus s into L plus 1 over s into c multiplied by I of s, because I of s is common into all. So we will take it outside. So r plus s into L plus 1 by c multiplied by I of s. So this we can write down Vi of s, it is equals to, we will take the LCM. This is s into c. So this becomes s into rc plus s square into lc. So we will write down s square lc plus s into rc plus 1 multiplied by I of s. This is my equation number 2, that is B. This is my equation B. So this is my equation B. So Vi of s, it is equals to s square lc plus s into rc plus 1 divided by s into c I of s, and this is my second equation, that is B. That is B. Now apply KVL to output loop. KVL to the output loop. Now see here, the output is across capacitor and the current flowing through the capacitors is I of t. So the voltage across the capacitors, that is nothing but our output voltage. What is the voltage across the capacitors? That is 1 by c integration of I of t into dt, it is equals to V0. So we will write down this one. Now see here, in this equations also, this is 1 by c integration of I of t into dt, that is the voltage across the capacitor, that is nothing but V0. So that means 1 by c integration of I of t into dt, it is equals to V0. So this we will write down here. So V0, it is V0 of t, it is equals to 1 by c integration of I of t into dt. I of t into dt. So this is the KVL across the capacitor or the output loop. Now take Laplace transform of above equation. We get V0 of s, it is equals to 1 by c, as it is, integration is s 1 by s, and I of t dt, that is nothing but I of s. I of s. This is my equation number C. This is the equation number C. Now take ratio. Take ratio C by B. C by B. Take the ratio V0 of S divided by Vi of S. V0 of S divided by V0 of S. What is V0 of S? That is 1 over S into C I of S divided by. This becomes S square LC plus SRC plus 1 divided by S into C multiplied by I of S. Okay. So this I of S gets cancelled. S of C gets cancelled. So V0 of S, V0 of S divided by Vi of S, it is equals to 1 divided by S square LC plus SRC plus 1. This is my transfer function. This is the transfer function. V0 of S divided by Vi of S, it is equals to 1 by s square LC plus s into RC plus 1. So this is the transfer function of the simple RLC series circuit. Simple RLC series circuit. So this way we can find out the transfer function of the system. So the first you have to always remember, apply the KVL to the input loop and then apply the KVL to the output loop. Take the Laplace transform of these two and then take the ratio, that is V0 divided by Vi. You will get the transfer function of the system. This is the simplest way by which we can find out the transfer function of any electrical system. Now we have to write down the differential equation. We have to write down the differential equation. Now see here, equation A we know. Equation A we know. Vi of s, it is equals to R into I of s, R into I of s plus L into s into sorry, you know, so this equation, take this equation number 1, otherwise from equation 1. What is equation 1? Vi of t, it is equals to R into I of t plus L into dit by dt plus 1 by c integration of I of t into dt. Now we want a differential equation and here is the integration and here is the integration. So we will convert this into the differential form. Into the differential form. Now we know the equation Vi of t, it is equals to R into I of t plus L into dit by dt plus 1 by c integration of I of t by dt. These equations we know. Now we know current I, it is equals to dq by dt, rate of change of charge. Current in terms of charge, that is nothing but the rate of change of charge. Current I is dq by dt, that is called as the rate of change of charge. Now we will substitute this value I into I, it is equals to dq by dt in above equation. Put I, it is equals to dq by dt in above equation. So Vi of t, it is equals to R into I is dq by dt plus L into d by dt as it is, and I of t, that is nothing but dq by dt. So this becomes d square dt square and here is q of t plus here is also q of t plus 1 by c as it is, and integration of dq by dt, that is nothing but the q. So this becomes q by c. So this is the equation which is called as the differential equation of the system. That is the equation number C. Here is the C, na? Here is C. So this becomes D. Equation D is called as the differential equation. Equation D is a differential equation. So this is the answer of the question. Vi of t, it is equals to R into dq by dt plus L into d square q by dt square plus q by c. This is the differential equation of a simple RLC series circuit. And V0 by Vi of s, it is equals to 1 divided by s square LC plus s into RC plus 1. This is the transfer function of the simple RLC series circuit. This is the answer of both the question. We will see the second example. Derive the transfer function of an electrical network shown in figure. shown in figure. Now the figure is, here is the capacitor and the resistance, and then here is the another resistance. This is R1, this is C, and this is R2. This is the figure. Here the input is applied, that is Vi, and the output is taken across the resistance, that is R2. Voltage across R2, that is nothing but V0, that is our output voltage, and input is applied, that is Vi, that is Vi. Now see here in this figure, in this circuit, the capacitor and the resistance are connected in parallel. The capacitors and the resistance are connected in parallel. So what we will do first, we will transfer the circuits into this format. Let's say we will replace this parallel by Z1, that is the impedance, that is the impedance. We will replace it by the another impedance, that is Z1, and we will write down here it is the only R2, so we will take R2 as it is, R2 as it is. And now here we will have the output voltage, that is V0, and here the input voltage, that is Vi, that is Vi. And then we will apply, here the current is I of t, the input current is flowing, and the current flowing through the circuit is, let us say, I of t. Now apply KVL to the input loop. KVL, apply the KVL to the input loop. So this becomes Vi of t, it is equals to I of t into Z1 plus I of t into R2, I of t into R2. This impedance multiplied by current, that is the voltage across this one, plus the voltage across this one is I of t into R2, it is equals to Va. So the sum of these two voltages becomes our input voltage V of t. Now take Laplace transform of above equation. Take Laplace transform of above equation. Now the Laplace transform of the above equation is Vi of s, Vi of s, Vi of t, that becomes Vi of s, Z1 into I of s plus R2 as it is, and then I of s. So we can write down Vi of s, it is equals to Z1 plus R1 into I of s, Z1 into R1 into I of s. So this is our equation number A. This is our equation number A. Now apply the KVL to the output loop. What is the voltage across the output? That is V0. V0 is taken across what? R2. So that means I of t into R2, that becomes your V0. I of t multiplied by R2, that is nothing but the V0. Apply again, write down, apply KVL to output loop. So output is V0. V0 is what? Across R2. What is the current flowing through the R2? That is I of t. So I of t into R2, that is nothing but V0. So we can write down V0 of t, it is equals to I of t into R2. Now take Laplace transform. So this becomes V0 of s, it is equals to I of s into R2. I of s into R2. So this is equation B. So this is equation B. Transfer function, it is equals to V0 of s divided by Vi of s. What is V0? That is I of s into R2 divided by, what is Vi of s? Vi of s is Z1 plus R1 multiplied by I of s. So we will put here Z1 plus R1 multiplied by I of S. I of S gets cancelled. So V0 of S divided by Vi of S, it is equals to R2 divided by Z1 plus R1. This is our transfer function. This is our transfer function. Now this Z1 is a parallel combination of this Z1 is the parallel combination of R1 and C1. R1 and C1. So we can write down here where Z1 it is equals to, this is the parallel combination. So where 1 by Z1, 1 by Z1, that is the parallel. So 1 by Z1 it is equals to 1 by R1 plus, this is C na, this is C. So when there is a parallel combinations, we will write down it is S into C, S into C, because this is the Laplace transform of the capacitor. So 1 by Z1 it is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 plus S into C. So 1 by Z1 it is equals to 1 plus R1 into C into S divided by R1. So therefore Z1 it is equals to, Z1 it is equals to R1 divided by 1 plus S into RC, S into RC. So this value we know. So this value we know. Z1 it is equals to R1 divided by 1 plus S into RC. Now this value we will put into the equation number C. That is my transfer function. That is my transfer. V0 by Vi of S, it is equals to R2 divided by Z1 plus R1. So this Z1 we will replace it by R1 divided by S into RC. R1 divided by 1 plus S into RC. So now V0 of S divided by Vi of S, it is equals to this R2 as it is divided by Z1 is what? R1 divided by 1 plus S into RC plus this is R1, this is R1. So this is R1, this is R1. So this becomes R1. So this becomes R1. So this becomes R1. Now simplify this one. So this is our circuits. This is the equation. This is the equation, and this is the transfer function. This is the transfer function of this electrical network. C and R1 they are connected in parallel, and it is connected in series with the R2. And for this ones, we know the transfer function is V0 by divided by V0 of S divided by Vi of S. It is equals to R2 divided by R1 plus divided by 1 plus S into R1C multiplied by plus R1. So this is the transfer function of the system. This is the transfer function of the system.